Well, hello there, folks. This is Carl of the CJCogswell channel, and I just wanted to let you know we are going to begin a new series, and this game is really super interesting. So I think beyond doing several episodes to show you what the game's like, I may actually try and play this one all the way through. Something I know I don't often do, and I really should. This game is called Dusker, and yeah, it's kind of like got the old school vibe, and the premise of the game is that you suddenly discover that you're the only one in the entire universe, as far as you can tell, still alive, and you're fighting to find what you need to survive in these different ships. And you got some old tech that you're using, so you do different things like okay, so we start off here, and this ship here, we can we have the galaxy map. See, I'm trying to use the mouse, and I'm forgetting it's very much a keyboard. And then the universe, and back to the galaxy, and this ship is I'm not sure. Okay, B for board. But you have different things. You have information about the ship. You're the blue icon, and the green icon are the ships. This is the Deek Rumi. It's a government C-class ship with 0 infestations. The age of the ship is 19, I'm guessing, years, and its condition is stable. It's 0 distance from you, and visited. You haven't visited it yet, and it has a potential to have at least 40 or a maximum of 48 scrap on it. And my current ship is the Justice, and I have 3 out of 7 drones currently available. Also, I currently have 2 scrap out of 50 potential. My cargo propulsion is 6 out of 6, and the additional number is the jump, because you have your daily your propulsion, which is for daily use, and then jump to another solar system. Okay, six right there, the 2 jumps possible at the moment. You have of course the ship configuration screen. You can have 2 upgrades on this ship, and your inventory of upgrades, and everything does eventually wear out, so it forces you to continue to evolve your strategy of survival. Modifications, you can modify the ship as well as the drones, and let's see, the drones, we currently have different drones. A drone that's at least like just over 100 or more, or over 100 or more, is like kind of like a beefy drone, like a more of a Titan. So this is like a somewhat, well, number 1 is kind of beefy. His name, besides number 1, is Brandon. He has stealth and gather, and then there's Vinny, number 2, which just has a generator, which you'll learn about shortly, and of course Tim, which is more like lightweight class. He has tow and interface, and this is how we're starting with drones. So let's get into the first ship and hit B for board. Okay, so we have these 3. We don't have anything to change right now, so we will just go ahead and enter the board. Okay, see, it has this old, reminds me of the 80s computer interface look to it. It's really cool. You think it's not going to be interesting, but it really is. Okay, so we have the installed ship upgrades on my 3 different droids or probes right there, as well as my console. And you can see right here, this is the schematic view. If you hit spacebar, you can go to the view from the point of view of the drone, and each drone has something of a kind of different point of view. You can see through their eyes in this format or schematic. Now, most of the players would just open airlock 1, but they're which in this case I can by just typing A1 and enter. And I'll go into schematic because I don't know the name of the room yet. Oh, I do, so it's R2 now. Okay, so I could just take Brandon in manually, or what I could do is say N for navigate, and it starts to help you with the spelling, so you can just hit spacebar to finish that. 1 for Brandon, space, and then R2, because I know the name of the room. If I didn't, I'd have to manually go in there to discover what room that is. Okay, so he's already detected some things. Let's look, and I'll use the arrow keys. We found some scrap, which is important. Some more doors. We got a power relay here. This door is open. If we had an infestation, that would be a problem because they could be coming through at us. But we don't at the moment, so we're pretty good. Different things, even being able to see from their point of view, can degrade. So you have to constantly be upgraded and repairing. Alright, so let's go back and to schematic point of view, and let's see. Vinny has the generator, so what we're going to do is we're going to say navigate, Vinny is number 2, so 2 to room 2. Okay. Then once Vinny gets in here, we will type in GE, finish it generator, and he will connect to that power relay or connection, whatever it is. And since D4 is already open, I am going to go back into this view, select Brandon, and move Brandon manually over here. You know what? While he's here, so I don't forget, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in gather. Okay, now if I type in gather here, we'll just collect anything that can be gathered in this room. If there's, I can also type in gather all, and he'll do the same thing. If there's more than one drone with gather, I would have to type in the number of the drone so it knows which one I want to do. Okay, so he's going to gather what we have in there. That's it. So we'll then go on to navigate drone 1 into, oh, what room was that? See, you got to pay attention. Room 3, R3. Okay, so the developer, I watched their videos on updates and all the updates that they've done since before this game came out. It is now available on Steam for $20, and they recommend not going into a room unless you have some idea of what's in there, or that there's no monsters. And this one, it said 0 infestations, so that means there's nothing here to worry about. When it refers to the number of infestations, it's not referring to how many, like there's 3 monsters. If it says infestation 3, what it means is that there's 3 different types of infestations. You don't know how many of each type of infestation there is, but it tells you how many different types. So let's go over here. Now this is a dead drone, so unfortunately we can't tow it back and fix it and add it to our collection of drones. So what we're going to do is we're going to be close to it like we are, and then type in swap, and finish that, and enter. And okay, so poor Robbie, who's dead now, has a tow and a gather. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the tow and give Brandon a tow, and then back out because he doesn't have any more room. I'll move him over here, and I will bring, navigate 3 to room 3. look at this from the droid point of view. And sometimes they get a little dumb about getting around stuff. So I'll do this manually. Oh no, this is the right room. What am I saying? Well, and we will type in swap. I thought he was still in the other room. And we will then take gather, making him both the interface and tow and gatherer. Okay. Now let's take him. And, oops, sorry about that. And we'll take navigate 3 back to room 1, which is always your ship. And he'll go back there. And it's probably not a bad idea to, when you're not needing it open, to close A1, which is always the airlock you start out with. If there's more than one airlock on the ship, it'll be other numbers, but you always stop first at airlock 1, I think. Excuse me. Because whether this be a shuttle from your ship or your actual ship, which I believe it is, you're in that ship, and you don't want a creature to get in there and kill you. So, where were we? Okay, so let us... We know there's no infestation, so I'm not going to bother to do a motion sensor check. So what I'll just do is open D2, and we'll then take him in manually. What the heck? One. Come on, Brandon. Here we go. Brandon in here. See what we find. We got some. Is that scrap? We got some fuel right here. It's a fuel connection. There may not be any fuel in there, but we'll find out. Let's just check around here. And there appears to be nothing else. So what I'll do is type in gather all. Oops. And zero daily propulsion and 0 jump cells. So, alright, so let's go back to schematic, and we didn't check the R4, so let's do D5 for door 5, and then navigate 1 to R4, please. Very nice, very nice. Go back. Okay. Some big scrap. And it's kind of it gives me a Aliens vibe because of this kind of destruction on the ship. So, alright. Let's go back here and open D3. And then, if we want to get everybody back right away, all the doors are open, so I don't need Vinny to be attached to the generator so that I have power for the doors. There is something called a pry that we'll come across, which will help us open doors that are not powered. But unfortunately, if there's a monster on the other side, we won't be able to shut them either. So what we're going to do is we're going to navigate all to room 1. And they should all go back. And of course, that's right, I shut the door for safety, so I have to open that first. And since I already gave them that command, they will now follow it, since it is possible for them to do it. Let me guess, you're going to be in the way. Maybe not. Okay, very good. So now, just out of habit, I will do A1 to shut the door, but really all you have to do is type in exit and it will automatically shut the door and disconnect, showing you the mission summary. So the propulsion fuel we found 0, jump fuel cells we found 0. We did find 4 scrap. Days survived is 1. I think each ship is considered a day. You now have 6. I still have the 6 propulsion fuel and 2 jump fuels and a total of 6 out of 50 scrap that I can hold on this ship. And diagnostic readout gives us some idea of some different things, like I have discovered the tow upgrade and put it on Brandon, and the gather upgrade and put it on Tim. And that's the end of the summary, the end of day 1, the end of episode 1, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button. It really does help to let me know that you enjoyed it and you want to see more. So, like I said, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you in episode 2 on the flip side.